Right, you're still watching Breakfast Central on News Central today, Thursday, yes, the 8th day of July 2021. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media handles, and I mean all, Facebook, Instagram, and the others. Also stream live on YouTube and catch us right here on StarTimes channel 274 and Avo TV channel 23 and Freeview and on Vision channel 247. Wow, now let's talk business, shall we?
Yes, we're looking at all the information I have coming out from Nigeria because the Nigerian Senate just yesterday approved the $6.1 billion loan request by President Muhammadu Buhari. Now, the $6.1 billion loan request, which is equivalent to about 2.343 trillion naira, well, it was approved after the Senate considered the report of the Senate Committee on Local and Foreign Debts.
Quite a huge sum, you have to say, but recall that President Buhari had in May this year asked the National Assembly to approve the loan. Now, the loan, he said, will be raised from multilateral and bilateral lenders as well as the international capital market. Now, to really break down what all this means for us, because the money figures are really astronomical. We've got our business desk editor, Nasser Agbalaya, returning to Breakfast Central this morning. Nas, good morning. Welcome back to the program. Where should I calculate the money? Should I keep looking at it in dollars or naira?
Good morning, guys. In dollar, in naira, whichever one it works. Well, as I said right now, Nigeria borrowing money, it's not new. We know that has been happening over the years. But this particular loan is part of the budget, as in the government did mention in the budget that, yes, they will be borrowing more loans. So it isn't new. And in this particular instance, it is not just about borrowing money. Now, they have an interesting clause there that they will be seeking money from Euro bonds. And this is something which is really encouraging because with this, the money will come directly to us. And it will really help the economy, unlike when we actually go out to borrow loans, there we have to pay at an interesting interest rate. As it is right now, so every 100 naira that Nigeria earns, around 70 naira is spent on loans. That is a huge amount. So it is good to reduce how much we borrow and try and increase how much we earn. No, we do know that, yes, oil is now above $70 a barrel, but because we're not refining locally, that is affecting how much of this money we are keeping within our shores.
Right. Now, Nas, we're looking at this. This is another loan that we're expecting or is requested by the federal government. This is not the first loan. If we're looking at the amount of money we have, I mean, Nigeria's public debt fund since the year 2020. Now, looking at 2020, we have about, from the information we have about 32.9 trillion amount of public debt that we owe. And this is from the country's debt management office. Is there any way we have put any measures we put in place to ensure that this loan is being paid back? I mean, we know that some of this loans is coming from countries like China, some from other international bodies as well, or international community, not forgetting the MIF as well. But what measures are being put in place to ensure that this amount of debt does not keep increasing? Because at the end of the day, just as you said, for every 100 naira that is being spent, 70 naira is being put back to pay these loans.
Well, as it is now, these loans are being used to develop deficient infrastructure across the board. Now, the massive railway project from Lagos to Ibadan to Kano, linking the north and south, linking the whole nation, even to the port, this is being funded by the loans, not just the rails. Now, as if you drive around Lagos, you find out that literally, Lagos is being rebuilt from the road and drainage up. Now, all these are being financed by these loans. It's not just in the southwest. In the east also, yesterday, the government even informed us that the ecological fund is being activated now to combat erosion in the east. All these things are being funded with these loans. It's unfortunate that we have to borrow, but we really have no choice. Now, one of the major issues here is that, for instance, now in the equity market, local investors are really more active than foreign investors. When we have foreign investors, they will bring in the dollar, the pound sterling, now to show up the funds we have in circulation. Of course, having legal tender always helps. It helps us for reserves. But since last year, we have reduced foreign investment. So with this, we have less hard currency. Now, yes, we have been selling oil, like as I mentioned earlier, but we're not the only ones like before. Unlike when Iran wasn't selling, when Libya's oil was not on the market, we had more sales. But now that there are more people selling and even more discoveries, we have discoveries in Ghana, in South Sudan. So there are more people who are not even part of OPEC that are also selling. So because of this high demand, of course, you know what happens when there's more demand, more product out there. Of course, the price will not be the optimum which we can earn more from. So we need to make the best use of what we have. And so far, so good. We are doing measurably well. We need to ensure that the government maintain the developmental stride which they have been doing. That is, this money is meant for development, and it should stay as that to develop our infrastructure. When we have this, we will earn the money back easily.
All right, fair points about, with money for infrastructure development. That has been clearly overstated across the board. Now that the Senate have approved it, $6.1 billion, we know it's not mean feat, NAS. This comes about the timing. Sometimes we talk about optics. Just last week, we are still, going through the documents of the PIB bill, and we're seeing the kind of percentages that we're trying to derivate or to, actualize for different regions. And then you then have the Senate now passing this bill. Yeah, Buhari told us, the president, that we're going to have to borrow. They've approved the borrowing, 6.1. We have the PIB. How do you think this really relates to the average Nigerian? The common man on the street thinking, look, we are borrowing and we know that we're not going to, refine anytime soon. What is the hope for the future, of the economic Nigerian, so to speak, with or without this infrastructure that we need to build that we can't run away from?
No, we can't go with the with or without. We need the infrastructure. That is non-negotiable. Now, having multiple roads, that will reduce the commute time from point A to point B. So you can get to wherever you need to do your business fast, early. Now, not just that, we need to truly open up other means of transportation. Yes, we have the rail that is active now, but our waterways are underutilized. When we have all this, yes, commuting will be a thing of the past, and we won't have to spend hours in traffic. So these will truly ensure that every Nigerian can really optimize their potential.
Yeah, but let's not forget, this is this same government, this same Buhari government that we're talking about, that's going to go, that we're talking about, and that was why people were agitated. Why are we borrowing again? Don't forget, this is the same government that we're just coming out of 2 recessions, NAS. It's not good optics, going forward, whether beyond 2023, realistically.
Truly, the fact is, Nigeria is broke. We cannot sugarcoat it.
Okay.
We're not earning as much as we can earn. That is the major problem. So because of this, to balance what we have, don't forget that we are still paying for these loans. The previous one we were still paying, and that is why the 100 to 70 issue came up. We are paying. We still have to pay. Now, if we had taken the option where Ethiopia and some other nations paid, it would have been a bit different, asking for a debt relief. Now, Kenya did this for 6 months, and they have even gotten another 6 months of not paying their debts. Yeah. Nigeria didn't apply for this. I really don't know why the government took that option, but this would have helped us to retain more of this money within Nigeria to, of course, reduce how much we are borrowing. But not borrowing, I don't see that happening in the near future.
All right, Nas. I mean, so many questions that people have to ask in terms of transparency and accountability. We keep borrowing, and the countries we keep borrowing from seem to be quite okay giving to us. And it makes people want to ask so many
Not
more.
everybody's okay right now because of COVID.
Well,
I mean, everybody's vaccinating, and that is one of the major reasons why many nations are borrowing. Now, the first phase is over. Second phase should be happening next couple of weeks, and we need to buy the vaccines.
Thank you so much, Nas. Thank you for the analysis. Of course, we'll always bring you when we need more, because these are things that the layman needs to understand. And that's why you're here to break it down for everyone. Thank you so much for your time.